All right, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Welcome to Teachable Tuesdays. And before we get started, I would like to say congratulations to the channel. We have made it to our 100th video. That is crazy. So we're just going to give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for a quick second. 100 videos in, 100 videos in. It is crazy that I have 100 videos. Well, this is the 100th video, and I'm very, very happy, very, very appreciative to everybody that has been watching the channel, regardless if you're subscribed or not. But just in case you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the notification button, so that way you can stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. I feel like I got something. Oh my goodness. Sorry. As a result, no, I'm not crying. Let me tell you what's going to be happening this week before we get started with the video. So, of course, this will be a regular Teachable Tuesdays discussion. Friday, I am going to be going live on Facebook and Instagram for Teachable Tuesdays Q&A. The reason why I'm doing that is because I started Teachable Tuesdays on social media, and I want to kind of bring it back, you know, for my Q&A. Eventually, I'm going to do Q&As on YouTube, but the problem is I do them live stream. I don't have enough subscribers to do an effective live stream as of yet, which, by the way, if you want to change that, once again, hit that subscribe button and the notification button. But I'll get there one day. So as a result, I want to bring it back and, you know, maybe get some people over there that might not be aware that I have a YouTube channel over here. I'm not going to give away my Facebook per se, but that's a little bit more personal. But if you would like to follow me on Instagram, it is ACTRealMC. Again, it is ACTRealMC. I'm going to be doing a live stream on Instagram at 8 o'clock, where you can come over to the channel, ask me any questions. No question is off limits. It doesn't even necessarily be about Teachable Tuesdays. It can just be about life, crazy stuff, or whatever it may have you. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, and Saturday, be on the lookout. I have an awesome video coming your way. It's the first time I'm ever doing it on this channel, that type of video. Can't reveal what it is yet, but just make sure you have your ears tuned and your eyes peeled and get ready to sweat. All right, so we are on the Respect the Process series, and we are on part 3, for that matter. If you haven't checked out parts 1 and 2, make sure you go ahead and check that out after this video. And tonight, we're going to be talking about knowing your direction. Now, I went to therapy last Wednesday, literally a couple hours before Hurricane Ian hit Florida, and we started feeling all the effects all throughout Florida. And I had a good therapy session with my therapist. Shout out to him, by the way. And our conversation had me thinking, where do I want to be at in life? My challenge as of lately, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us have struggled with that at one point or another, or currently struggling with, is the fact that it's been hard for me to have a sense of direction as to where I want to go at in life. There are so many different things that I want to do. And I could just give you a brief list of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get my doctoral degree. I planned on applying to, or reapplying to UCLA, because I actually applied in 2020, and unfortunately I didn't get in. I want to be a motivational speaker. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this channel. I want to be a well-known hip-hop artist, but known enough to where I'm just making good money. I don't really care about the fame. Just give me the fortune. And that's just a very, very brief overhaul of things that I want to do. But I think they're very big things that matter. You know, I've questioned myself if I want to be involved in education at times for the rest of my life. Or do I want to eventually move to higher education? So many different things, so many different ideas. And, you know, I consider myself a very educated brother. I got my bachelor's from Bethune-Cookman University. Got my master's from Bethune-Cookman University right afterwards. I got another master's from the University of Central Florida, and I'm currently on my way getting a specialist degree from the University of Central Florida as well, which I would have been finished in the spring, but unfortunately some things came up, and that's delaying my process just a little bit. But either way, I'll be finished by the spring of 2024, should I choose to continue, as opposed to just applying for a doctoral degree, which I'm kind of leaning towards finishing, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. I bring all that up to say this. I have all these credentials. I have all these ideas. But the one thing that I've been struggling with in my life lately is having that sense of direction and I'm not afraid to be transparent about it. I have a lot of great ideas. I have a lot of goals in mind, a lot of, really unique things that I'm considering. But my therapist said something that struck a nerve. He said, your problem is you don't have a sense of direction. You have sense of directions, but you don't have a sense of direction. He's not saying that because I have all these great ideas. No, it's a great thing to have great ideas. And I believe any human being should not be one layered. I feel like you should have multiple layers to you. You should be trying your best to figure multiple things out so you can ultimately get to where you really want to get to. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is when you can't pinpoint one specific area of your life in terms of a long-term goal, it becomes an issue because you're putting too many hands in too many different baskets. It's kind of like, I'll use this analogy, skating analogy. For those who may not know, I'm a roller skater. I love roller skating. It is a very, very awesome hobby of mine. I picked up roller skating on a consistent basis in 2018. And as of the past, I want to say 2 years, I've really been running with learning different things about roller skating. I'm going to say 2.5 years. And basically, I was told that there's nothing wrong with learning multiple styles of skating. You have New York, you have Jersey, you have ATL, you have Ohio, you got Cali. You know what I'm saying? So many different things that you can learn with skating. But the best skaters, they focus on one specific style and they're able to diversify themselves with multiple styles. So for example, if your main style is JB skating, which originates from Chicago, you might also be into ATL and Ohio, right? Or Cleveland, when specifically. So that's all fine and dandy, but guess what? Your main priority is JB because that's your main style of skating, right? And the same thing goes for life. You may have multiple things that you're good at, but there's one specific thing that you should probably focus in on, or maybe even two, just so you can get yourself where you want to be. And I had to ask myself, Marcus, what is it ultimately that you want to do in life? Because you don't see yourself teaching for the rest of your life. So is there really a point of even getting a PhD in ed leadership, right? You know that you don't want to be in a classroom for the rest of your life either. And don't get me wrong, I love kids. I love working with kids. The kids that have come in my life, they will forever have a lasting impression on my heart. Like, real talk. Love them jits. Even the ones that are quote unquote grown now, because the first group of kids I taught are officially in college now, or legal, right? But I don't see myself teaching for the rest of my life. I don't. Just putting it out there and being honest. So it's like, all right, Marcus, if you know this, granted, I believe that God has me here for the time being for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm still here. But like, Marcus, what are you going to do next? I had to sit down and think about it. And it was like, all right, Marcus, ultimately, I want to be a hip hop artist, which is a dream I've had since I was a kid. Me and, myself and the Innovators. Shout out to my boys, the Innovators Music Group. You know what I'm saying? We want to make it, I also want to be a motivational speaker. My mom told me when I was a child, I had the gift of gab. I like to talk. So why not put that talking to use? She said lawyer, but that ain't really my thing. I'm not a great liar. So that wouldn't work out. And I, got into motivational speaking because of, the hip hop preacher Eric Thomas, because of Les Brown and so many other motivational speakers that really got me to where I am now. I want to go around changing the world, being able to pour into people the same way people have poured into me through my music and through my speaking. Those are the things that I'm really passionate about and I want to go towards. Now, granted, they're not going to pay the bills right now, so I have something else that's helped me to eventually get to that point. But I understand that at some point, I'm going to have to take a leap of faith and go for it. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this to you to say that there's a direction in your life that you're supposed to take. And at some point, you got to go for it. Okay? It's great to have multiple ideas, but a part of your process is going to be based on you knowing where you want to go in life. If you don't have it figured out at this moment, it's perfectly fine. But I would encourage you to sit down, make a list of goals, just like my therapist and my mentor told me. Sit down, make a list of goals, try to figure out where you want to be at in life. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can eventually get to where you would like to be. Is it going to be an easy process? Absolutely not. It's taken me some time to really just, and I've had a couple of days off because of the storm. We actually, by the time of that you see us recording, it would have been my first day back since the storm came through Central Florida. But I've had some time, to sit down and really think, like, okay, Marcus, what is next? What's going to be the turning point, when you finally find that sense of direction? And I'm not quite there. I'm going to be honest, but I've been thinking long and hard about it for the past couple of days. So I encourage you to do the same, because I'm going to say a couple of points and we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. But knowing your sense of direction does three things. Number one, it opens up a clear path for you, because now you have a central focus. You don't have all these multiple angles. Oh, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? What if that? What if this? Now it's just boom, this, right? So it gives you more of an edge, more space, headspace to focus. So that's number one. Number two, you start encountering the people that you want to encounter. Let's say your path is, look, I just want to be a doctor. Yeah, I'm a great singer. Yeah, I'm a great football player, but being a doctor is my passion. Okay, so once you focus on that, that opens up doors, because you're not trying to be in multiple places. So now it's like people can actually help you get to where you need to get to. I had a chance to talk to one of my professors, shout out to Dr. Walker, and I believe that it was hard for him to help pinpoint what I needed to do for my doctoral application in terms of applying to UCLA, because I was all over the place. And he had a great point, where like you really got to find out why you want to do what you do, and that's a big point of knowing your direction too, finding out why you want to do what you do. And then I would say the third point of really focusing on your direction is it maximizes your success level at getting to that point, right? There's nothing wrong with having like multiple streams of income. In fact, I think that's very important. We're going to talk more about that on my channel very soon. There's nothing wrong with having multiple goals, multiple ambitions. But somewhere along the way, you have to narrow it down to what you are most passionate about, so that way you can maximize your chance at getting it. There are certain careers and jobs and opportunities that you'll be able to get for a lifetime, no matter what age you are. However, there are certain jobs and careers and opportunities where the maximum success level kind of depends on how old you are. It's not impossible for someone who's 40, 50, 60 years old to get in the music industry. But the music industry caters to the youth. So the older you are, the more difficult it becomes. I'm 31 years old. It's not going to be as easy for me to get in the music industry compared to someone who is 17. Right? Because more people are looking at them because of just, the way it is, the way it's set up, right? These are things that I think that need to be thought about more often. And I think the more that we think about these things, the more we are able to truly figure out what type of process we want to work towards. Okay? So bottom line, and this goes for me too especially, find your direction, okay? That will help your process a lot more, all right? So thank you guys for joining me today. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Again, this is the 100th video. I'm so happy, so thankful to everybody. It's been a lot of people subscribing lately. Very thankful. It's also a lot of people that still haven't subscribed. So I'm just saying, what you waiting for, bro? All right? We're going to end this video. It's been going on long enough. Just make sure you stay tuned for everything I have going on for this week. Remember, Friday is going to be the social media live stream for Teachable Tuesdays, Q&A. Facebook is 7 o'clock for those who have me on Facebook. If you don't have me on Facebook, it's all good, because we'll be doing the same thing on Instagram at 8 o'clock. My IG name, once again, is ACT Real MC. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description so that way you can follow me if you like and catch the live stream. And be on the lookout for Saturday for a really, really dope video. And that's about it. So again, this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you guys so much, and looking forward to another 100 videos and your continued support. And you already know I'm going to support you. Until next time, peace.